Guys, we got to head out to Champaign because before this game started, in warmups, Kasparas Jakucionis, a potential top 5 pick in the draft, the best player on Illinois, one of the best freshmen in college basketball, hurt his forearm. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I don't think I haven't seen any reporting on what the actual injury was. I don't know how serious it is. It doesn't seem that serious, but he hurt his forearm. He wasn't going to be able to play. And he's going up against a team that has 2 ball hawks in the backcourt, specifically Ace Baldwin at Penn State. And I was kind of worried about it, man. I was like, this could end up being something where, Illinois doesn't have their point guard. How are they going to deal with this? The ball pressure, Mike Rhodes defense, Penn State. And they laughed at me. And I look like an idiot right now as a result of it. That's not uncommon. I look like an idiot a lot, RC. But this Illinois team, every single time I watch them play, I get more and more impressed. Are they the most dangerous team in college basketball that nobody is talking
about? Not for me, because I said they were the best team in the Big Ten. So, what they're, playing this way without KJ was impressive. But on the other side, Penn State, Ace Baldwin was ineffective the first half. He obviously had the back injury and then didn't play the rest of the second half. But a dominant performance either way. I mean, this just looked like from the opening tip, they were just the better team. They were physical. This is a team I expect to win the Big Ten. I think they're the best team by far. If they stay healthy, keep everybody there. It seems to be a common theme with everybody with these early season injuries. But right now, I think they're the most talented team. And when they're defending and giving the effort on the defensive end of the floor like they did tonight, then I think they're virtually unbeatable.
Kenny?
Man, so I turned the game on. It was 11-11 with 13 minutes to go in the first half, and I looked away for a little bit. I come back. There's like 4 minutes to go in the first half, and it's 39-15. I'm like, what happened here? So then I go. I'm looking at the box score. And the first things that I do when I see a blowout game is I look at rebounds, I look at turnovers, and I look at threes. Right? Illinois ends up winning the rebound battle 57-32. That's like automatically right there. I can tell you the game's going to be a blowout. But then you look at turnovers about the same. Then you look at the 3-point shooting, and Illinois is 10 for 31, which isn't anything crazy, but Penn State goes 2 for 12. I mean, it's like obviously these games happen, right? I think, I don't know, maybe they didn't happen for URC, but for me, there were definitely games where you just come out and something's just not right that day. Your team's not playing well. You're one step slow on defense or whatever it is. I don't think that Illinois is 39 points better than Penn State at the end of the day, but today they were. And, when you come out and you shoot like that, you rebound, you're physical. It's going to be a tough out for Penn State for sure.
Yeah. They remind me, I said this the other day. I didn't realize quite how good they are on the defensive end because they don't really pass the eye test on that. Like they don't have this great shot blocker. They don't force a ton of turnovers. They remind me a little bit of Creighton on that end of the floor in the sense that they're very, very good at running you off the 3-point line. They don't let you get open looks from 3. They can kind of funnel you in to big guys and Morris Johnson and Tomislav Ivicic, who are just kind of big and take up space around the rim. They don't really foul all that much. And, by the way, they also get 77% of their defensive rebounds. Right. So they end possessions. They don't let you get good shots and they don't let you shoot threes and they don't put you on the foul line. Like that's what you're supposed to do as a defense. Maybe they're not blocking a ton of shots or turning the ball over, RC, but like that's what you do as a defense. And then you combine it with the fact that KJ has been one of the most impressive freshmen. You got Tomislav Ivicic out here banging home threes. This lefty, I don't know how those go in. It's not the prettiest shot, but it feels like every single time he shoots it, it goes in. Kyle Boswell has really embraced his role of being a role player. Trey White has been awesome like the last month. I really do believe, and I don't think that I'm overstating things here. When they play Duke in Madison Square Garden on February 22nd, I think there's a real chance that ends up being like a matchup of top 5 teams. Because Duke, I don't know how many losses they're taking in ACC play. They're going to probably be number 1 in the country at that point in the AP poll, just because that's how these things go. And I don't know how many of these games Illinois is going to end up losing. Like they got the look of a team that might roll through the Big Ten here, RC.
Like I said, I don't think they'll lose many. I don't think anybody's beating them at home. I think they're good enough to go on the road. They're physical. We talk about defensively why it is. They're physical. They control the paint with their length and their physicality, and Boswell is just playing. He's not forcing anything. He's not taking bad shots. He's playing like a point guard. He's big. He's physical. We've seen him defend. When he wants to defend, he mangles point guards physically. That's what this team looks like. They just beat Penn State up inside. Man, they're so strong. They beat them up inside as well. Push Penn State around a little bit. And again, let's hope Ace Baldwin gets back and gets to playing back at the level that they're playing at. Because once Penn State couldn't force turnovers and create turnovers, there's just so many guys that can handle the ball. They pass it well. They too many handlers. It's just a really good team, man. This is a really good team, big, physical, strong team, and they're going to be a tough out for anybody.
Yeah, and just real quick for the people listening at home, this is from Jeremy Werner of Illinois Inquirer. Brad Underwood told reporters afterwards that it was just some inflammation and soreness in KJ's left forearm, and that it's not something that should be considered serious long term. I think Illinois is the best team in the Big Ten. I think that Michigan is probably the next best team in that conversation. I think you need to put Purdue there. And